Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Virtual Business Owners Network on Friday, the 28th of June, where our guest speaker today is Pat Guiden, and he has a very interesting topic called How to Make Yourself Referable. Pat, let me put it over to you, and I'll give you the ability to share your screen if that's what you need. I'm not sure what you're going to show us. Off you go then.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Good morning, everybody, and thanks for the invitation, Alex. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll share the screen in a moment. I just was thinking about this. It's a very big topic. And so what I've done is that I've selected one of our presentations that's called the 5 Steps to Referral Success. So not quite how to be referable, but it's close. And I chose that one because it touches on many of the elements you will need to find the right people, get the right education, to create a comprehensive referral marketing plan to build your business. Now, at this point, it might be useful to have a look at some of the common terms that's used in this segment. Networking, for example. Now, given that there are at least 7 different types of networks, it's probably safe to say that there are many different definitions of what networking is. So for us, networking is the process of identifying and developing contacts to increase your business, enhance your knowledge. You know, you might decide to join a professional organization, expand your sphere of influence. That might be, going on the board of an institution like the Institute of Chartered Accountants, or people like that, bodies like that, or serve in the community. So you might decide to join Rotary or a community group. So in other words, for us, networking is about helping others as a way of growing your business, and networking is part of the process you go through to build your referral-based business plan. Now, the other term that's quite common is word of mouth. Word of mouth is simply what people are saying about you or your products or services. However, a word of mouth marketing plan would have an effective message, a well-designed message, delivered through your contacts that you've probably built up relationships with while you're networking, to a particular targeted audience. Yeah, it works. It works because you see lots of business groups and whatever. It's a little bit haphazard. It's not as effective as it could be, because people, our expectations are a little bit more than the other person can deliver. That's often the case. So our programs evolved. Our original programs evolved over probably 20 years, and kind of the concept of referral marketing developed over those 20 years. So for clarity, we define networking just for our own use as a component of word of mouth marketing, and word of mouth as a component of referral marketing. And as I said, there's lots of definitions. We're not being prescriptive. We're not claiming that this is the definitive definition, but they work for us and our clients. It just helps to explain different concepts and as we progress through the material. So referral marketing, it's a business strategy to attract new customers or clients through a process of relationship building, which results in a flow of personally recommended business. And that's really the key. It's a continuous flow of personally recommended business, not a kind of, you might get a referral next week, you might get one in 3 months, whatever. This is a systematic approach to developing your business by referral. And a referral is a recommendation of a person or a business to someone who has a need for your product or services. And the most important part of that is that they're willing to connect. In other words, they're willing to take a phone call or a meeting or an email. A number of times over the years, I've seen people, here's a guy's name in Google, tell him I sent you. And if you're into the kind of behavioral style, DISC and so on and so forth, you'll realize that there's a particular category who have that kind of profile, where I'm the main man around here. So here's a business card. Here's this guy's name. Just tell him I sent you. It'll be fine. And the number of times I've come across people who had never heard of this individual, or don't want a meeting and don't want to particularly listen to your pitch for your services. So that's it. So just want to give a little bit of background to where we arrived at the terminology that we use. Okay, so right, let's begin. I just have to bring up this. So you're going to let me share the screen, Alex, yeah? Let me see.
Just go into the green arrow on the bottom and it'll allow you to share.
There we go. I think that's it there. Share. You got it? Is it there? Oh, thank you. Okay, got it. Okay, so this workshop is called The 5 Steps for Referral Success. And as I said, there's 3 parties to a referral. You know, there's the person giving the referral, there's the person receiving the referral, and the person who's delivering the referral, or the person you're going to recommend. At any one time, there's usually one person missing in this arrangement until the very last step. So, let's begin. Let me just click this thing down. Let me see how this works. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. Do you notice anything about this this drawing here I have on the screen?
Well, most people are on mute. They're all on mute.
Okay, okay, I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Okay. Well, there are steps. Obviously, it says 5 key steps. They're all different, and the first step is the largest one because it is the most difficult, and these refer to the amount of time and effort you got to put into completing each step. So the first step is trust. Now, without trust, it's the biggest one. It's the most important one. You would think no one would get referrals or give referrals without a high degree of trust. But over the years I've been involved in this business, I've seen some disasters because people don't do their due diligence really and assume it will be okay to refer somebody. You know, when you give a referral, you're putting your reputation on the line. So it's really important that a lot of time and effort is spent in understanding the other person. So part of this process is identifying the right people that you can build those relationships with, that you can get to a level of trust where they're referable. So trust is the first one. The second one then is business knowledge. Now, again, it's a large step. It's not the biggest one, but it's a large step. So business knowledge refers to the fact that without a deep understanding of each other's business, it's very difficult to refer each other when we come across a particular prospect or an opportunity. You need to have trained, educated, and inspired your team. You must be prepared to invest the time and effort to understanding your referral partners' businesses and vice versa, to be confident in referring each other to your clients or to your best clients or your associates. So if those 2 are fully developed, you know, trust and business knowledge, you can move on to the next step, which is need. Now, this is quite a big step because most people will kind of fall over a referral and then they kind of realize there's an opportunity for somebody and they pass it back into their network. But if you like, there are 3 types of referral givers, and what you really want is the proactive type in network. You can see this is a big step because it requires, again, a huge amount of time and effort to develop the skill set. And if identifying a need is a particular art and science in its own right. Some people can go into an office or a business. They see somebody struggling with a particular aspect of their business, and immediately can identify a need for a person or somebody in their referral network, and they can go to the next step. So if you've identified a need the client has, a potential client has, you can move on to the next step, and that's offering the solution. This is where the deals can be won or lost. A solution really and truly is where the client, the prospective client, is very happy with. Remember, there's only 2 of you in the room here. The person that's being referred is not there. You're the person referring. You're with a client or a potential client or one of your customers. You've seen a problem, a need that they have, and you're going to offer a solution. So the level of knowledge, business knowledge you have about your partner or your referral partner that you're going to deliver to this person can make a huge difference to them accepting your referral partner as a solution to their problems. Okay. But again, this is a critical point where the deals can be won or lost. Some of the things that happen are people are oversell, they're pushy, it's just bad behavior. There's a huge amount of work involved in this, in doing this thing properly and professionally. So assuming you've got the trust, knowledge, business, you've identified a need, you're offering a solution. The last part is the appointment. Now, most people think that that's the most difficult thing to get. Well, how do I get a referral for my partners or whatever. How do I do that? And they get all bent out of shape trying to figure out how they're going to get an appointment. And most people turn off. And the reason is very simple. They don't have a process. There's no system. But if you follow this system of identifying the right people, the correct education, in other words, educating each other about your business, spending the time and effort involved, being skillful and artful in identifying a need, being appropriate with offering a solution in a proper professional manner, the appointment ends up nearly having delivering itself. In terms of referral marketing, we talk about there are, in some cases, 16 shades of referrals or 10 shades of referrals, or some people say 5 shades of referrals, whatever. If you can deliver the appointment, you can even get to the level where it's just deliver the product. You don't have to discuss, there's no selling involved. The work has already been done all up these steps to the point where the client just says, yeah, look, send them in and take it from there. Now, the appointment, again, is crucial, where people's behavior is important, where it's not kind of assumed you've got the deal. It's got to be done properly and respectfully and appropriately. This is a crucial part where the deal can be lost at the last possible moment. So a lot of time needs to be spent in perfecting your skills and so on and so forth. So being get a level 7 referral out of 10 would be a significant achievement, and that requires a hell of a lot of skill to learn how to do that. So you can see that in this referral marketing thing, there's a lot of time involved here. This is not a fast process, not a quick fix. There's a lot of time and investment, a lot of investment in time and education, and spending a lot of time. Finding the right people is the important part, who are willing to understand and learn your business, and equally you in return. The rewards are phenomenal when that's achieved, and I've witnessed it over the last 20 odd years I've been involved in this business. The rewards can be absolutely phenomenal. You don't need 300 people in your database. You only need 4 or 5. And if they are really, really good referral partners, you can have all the business you can cope with. And, so that's it. Any questions? Or I hope you might have learned at least one thing from this that could be useful.
Pat, can I just say thank you very much, Pat. I appreciate that. I'm just going to stop the recording now, and I'm just conscious of time, and I'm going to make